Before you scroll, listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you may completely change how you see the Iraqi dinar. So if you want truth over hype, stay with me till the end, and support this channel by liking and subscribing right now. Because today, we're exposing what really happened when the Central Bank of Iraq changed the rules, and why this moment matters to every dinar holder more than any viral headline ever could. For months, the internet has been flooded with dramatic claims, secret leaks, and bold promises saying the dinar is about to explode overnight. But here's the uncomfortable question no one asks you straight. If a massive revaluation was truly happening, why would the central bank stay calm, consistent, and publicly focused on stability instead of celebration? And that's where this story really begins. Because the reality isn't flashy, but it's powerful. The Central Bank of Iraq didn't wake up one day and flip a switch to make dinar holders rich. Instead, it began tightening systems, closing loopholes, and restructuring how money flows in and out of the country. And at first glance, these moves looked like rule changes, sparking excitement and confusion. But when you zoom out, you realize this wasn't about a rate jump. It was about control, credibility, and survival of the financial system. And this matters to you because currencies don't gain value through hope. They gain value through trust, and trust is built slowly, step by step. As Iraq faced pressure from parallel markets, illegal dollar demand, and banking inefficiencies, the central bank responded by enforcing stricter foreign transfer rules, demanding real documentation, real customs payments, and real economic activity behind every dollar leaving the country. And this instantly reduced fake demand, shocked the black market, and sent a message that the era of loose money was ending, which for speculators felt scary, but for long-term economic health was necessary. And then came another misunderstood move, the push toward a digital dinar framework, which many people instantly labeled as the trigger, but in truth, this was about transparency, tracking, and modernization, not magic appreciation. Because digital systems don't raise currency value on their own, they create efficiency, accountability, and confidence. And confidence is what global investors look for, not rumors. As these reforms unfolded, emotions in the dinar community swung wildly. Excitement one week, disappointment the next. Because many people were emotionally invested in a single outcome, an overnight revaluation, instead of understanding the journey Iraq was actually on. A journey of slow reform, painful adjustment, and long-term positioning. And here's where the story reaches its turning point. Because while social media focused on WNRV, the central bank quietly did something more important. It stayed consistent. It defended reserves, it managed liquidity, and it repeated one message over and over. Stability first, and that consistency is not weakness. It's discipline, and discipline is exactly what fragile economies need before growth can happen. The climax of this story isn't fireworks, it's realization. The realization that the rules didn't change to make you rich tomorrow. They changed to make the Iraqi economy stronger years from now. And that's a hard truth many don't want to hear, because it requires patience, understanding, and emotional control. But if you've stayed with me this far, you already know something most viewers don't. Real value is built quietly, not announced loudly. And now we come to the resolution, the part that matters most to you as a dinar holder. Because the takeaway is simple, but powerful. Holding dinar is no longer about chasing rumors. It's about understanding reforms, watching policy direction, and respecting how central banks actually operate. And if Iraq continues strengthening its banking system, enforcing transparency, and integrating with global financial standards, the currency's future will be shaped by economics, not YouTube thumbnails. And that puts responsibility back in your hands to stay informed instead of emotionally reactive. So take a moment, reflect on what you've just heard, because knowledge is leverage in this space. And now I want you to engage with this story. Drop a comment sharing your honest thoughts on where you believe the dinar is headed. Tell me what topic you want broken down next, and make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next video connects directly to this one. And if you miss it, you'll miss the bigger picture.